Hey, this one's about Degrassi. They talk about a lot of stuff. Trigger warnings on screen. Your mental health is more important than my views. If you can't watch this one, no hard feelings. I'll catch you next time. Okay? Okay, let's get to it. So, season 13 of Degrassi gets a pretty bad rap, at least on the subreddit, which is the main place that I discuss Degrassi with people. I've also contributed to this. I've said on there more than once that it's my least favorite season, and after rewatching and reconsideration, I don't think that's fair. It's true, there's a lot of garbage in that season, but there's also a lot of good stuff that I like. And I enjoyed watching it again. So that's what this video is about, I guess. Also, the audio might suck because I have a cold and I don't have my normal microphone. So this is what you're getting. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Let's go. So let's start with the bad. And trust me, there's a solid amount of bad in there. This is the season where Adam dies, and I've already made my views on that very clear in another video. I get that Jordan Tedosi's contract was probably up, and that it would be hard to phase him out while keeping in Drew, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that they did kill their only trans character on the show. It's not a good look. I skipped over that entire plot because I just don't feel like dealing with that again. There's also the romantic subplot between Claire and Drew. It's not really a subplot, it's just a plot of multiple episodes. It's not good. I don't think it's good. I don't like it. There's a pretty significant character break, if you ask me, for Claire with how she does the devil's tango just on a couch at school. I feel like that's really out of character for her, and I know a couple people agree with me. I get that they wanted to set up the pregnancy plot, and that was a fine plot, but if you have to break a character to set up a plot, probably just don't do it. I also feel like a lot of people had Claire fatigue. I don't hate Claire like a lot of people on the subreddit do, but it is grating when they put her through so many intensely dramatic situations. Eli crashed the car, the season where she had cancer, like this part leading to the pregnancy storyline. The pregnancy storyline is just too much. A lot of people also have a problem with the whole gang storyline across seasons 13 and 14. I don't think it's awful, but in season 13, it's just kind of boring. I like Zig and I want him to be okay, but the parts where Maya's running around trying to get him out of the gang just bore me. I think the parts where he's directly involved, like I do like the part where he has to try to talk to his mom and stuff like that. That's a cool plot, but when Maya's trying to fix his life, it's just uninteresting to me. I think it's better handled in season 14. It's consistently interesting there, at least. Let's not forget the finale of season 13 was the start of the absolutely cursed relationship that is Drew and Becky. Why did they do this? She was his brother's girlfriend. His brother who died. Right before the school year started. This wasn't an oversight by the writers, they knew this. Like, someone pointed it out in the show. I think it was Allie, I can't confirm that. But the writers just ignored it and kept trucking forward. Thanks, I hate it. But like I said in the intro, there's also a solid amount of good stuff in this season nestled in there. I quite enjoy any plot that explores Drew and Dallas's friendship. I feel like this is mostly because I like seeing them be bros. Like, it's not a perfect friendship, and they say hurtful things to each other sometimes, but they always forgive each other. It's a very mutually supportive friendship, and I am here for it. Watching season 13 also made me like Becky more, because before my only reason for liking her was that she made Adam happy, and even that was tenuous and I didn't really care about her. Go see my Adam video if you want to know more of my thoughts on that topic. But in this season, seeing her be friends with Imogen and seeing her deal with her brother assaulting Zoe really made me more genuinely invested in her. Speaking of that, I think the assault plotline was interesting. I feel like I wouldn't like it as much if I didn't already like Zoe, but I did start with Next Class, so season 13, and how she was kind of awful throughout the whole thing wasn't my introduction, and she was already like my third favorite of the new cast. I thought the plot was interesting and it brought quite a bit of drama. I would also here like to point out that most of the main girls who date other girls, so I'm talking about Paige, Fiona, and Zoe, get assaulted physically or sexually to progress along their character arcs. And the only main exception to this is Imogen, and that's not great. That's not good. I don't like that. I don't like feel like I can't read into that too much, but it's icky. It's not good. I can tell it's clearly not good. Hey, it's editing JJ. You know what I forgot to include in the first, the script of this video? The plot where there's lesbian axe throwing. I love that episode. Not that episode. That episode's kind of boring, but I love that part. I want to go to lesbian axe throwing. That sounds fun. I don't have anything else to say. There's not that much to do with this plot. It's just cool. I like it. Neat. I also think that Miles is a very interesting character. We don't necessarily get to see like his layers in this season, but that's just because it's his introduction, and later on we would go get to see like him explored, and I really like those parts. I'd also like to point out Jenna and Connor. It's one of the relationships in Degrassi where I feel like they're genuinely good for each other. Like they have relationship drama sometimes when they're focused on, but it's about things that they can talk out. Like Jenna feeling insecure about Connor and that he doesn't look great because she wants to win, and then her feeling insecure that people are paying attention to Connor. Like they ended up talking it out, and it like actually felt like a problem that they could just talk out and then it would be better. And I appreciate that. It's refreshing whenever there's a stable relationship that feels like they're good with for each other in this show. And Jenna and Connor just tick that box for me. There's probably other stuff I could talk about, both good and bad, but I can't really think of anything else right now, so that's it. Season 13 is pretty good, actually. Don't forget to distrust authority. I'll see y'all later. Peace.